Taylor King is putting together an MVP-type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. The 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Correa under it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners, the right
King, a former MVP, batting second in today's lineup, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Singy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. His 63rd home run of the season. And it ties it up. It's 3-3.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Bangs off the wall. The relay throw. Throws it away. Not in time. He's safe.
The catcher,
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Pitch gets away. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. Raleigh into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
the right fielder, Taylor King.
King stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Out to short. Tosses to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 1 left for Seattle. They're still up 7-5. King digging in, 2 outs and a shot to really swing the tone of this game.
Man, this would be a backbreaker, Boog.
In the air, right field. Smith gets under it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 9th inning coming up. The Mariners on top 8-5. Last chance coming up here for the Astros. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
But Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
King stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boo, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. King launched a homer in his most recent game.
Yeah.
The count 2-1. Now one missed. And now it's filled up.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground, right side. Loperfido tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Ball, that's high.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Upstairs. And now 3-0. Raleigh waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And the 2-2. In the air, left field. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He'll score, and the Mariners have tied the game. It's 2-2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. King can tie the single-season hit record with a knock here.
He's been simply unbelievable, Boog. 262 hits seemed crazy when Ichiro did it in 2004, and it still seems crazy.
That is the inning. Nobody left for Seattle, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Runner on at first with one gone. Taylor King now at the plate. 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Good hitters count to 2-0. Man at first, one away. And now it's even up. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Down the line, it's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. The switch-hitting catcher will come up to hit. Cal Raleigh.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Runner takes off. Hard hit left side. Throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now here is Jeremy Pena. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. In the air, left field. Can't get there. 1 run will score. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-2.
Great effort out there as he tries to reach and haul this one in, but just can't extend far enough. I think it started with a bad read off the bat, which led to a bad jump, bad angle, and that cost him right there. Extra bases.
King wrote his name in the history books alongside Ichiro Suzuki in this game, collecting his 262nd hit of the season and matching the all-time single-season record.
Man, it's just insane what he's been able to do this year, Boog. This is one of those records that I thought I'd never see matched again, but what a season he's had at the dish.
One down, and now Taylor King. King would break the single-season record with a base hit in this spot.
One more knock, Boog, and you can start writing the first line on his plaque in Cooperstown. This season is going to go down in baseball history as one of the all-time best.
Ball 2.
High fly ball, right field. Smith moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal. Up next for the Mariners, the right
King,
fielder,
a former
Taylor.
Rookie of the Year, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. This one in the air, center field. Loperfido on the move, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show.
Up next for the Mariners. the
They've
right
got a
fielder,
potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The Astros leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Mariners,
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
So a walk puts runners at 1st and 2nd.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot.
Number 24, Julio Rodriguez.
And they're all loaded up.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Designated hitter,
Dominic
Dominic.
Canzone up next for the Mariners. In the dirt. Got him. Wow.
Got him. That's an out.
That'll drive your coaching staff nuts. First you try to move up when it didn't roll that far away, but then trying to get back before they throw you out anyway, not going to go in your highlight reel.
Oh, great stop. Goes to second with it. Nicely done for the out. Mariners leave a couple. They're down 5-1. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. 1 for 3.
King.
Hey!
The Astros leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal.
King with an okay game in the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 1-2 in the air, left field. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Got a changeup and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Two on, one out, and that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now the third baseman, Romy Gonzalez, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. 1-2 now. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 2-2 now. In the air to left center. Alexander should have this one. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. The relay safe at the plate. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Up next is Seattle.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Oriole Park, still one of the most beautiful ballparks in all of baseball. I can't say another franchise does it better than Baltimore. The opening day ceremony, the players come in from the outfield through the center field wall, long orange carpet, so many fans here. Just a great place.
And that one hammered. Alexander going back on this one, and that one is off the wall. Relay throw to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
He was all over that one. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And now the big-time power threat, Cal Raleigh. That signature warehouse in right field as well. You talk about knowing where you are, a sense of place. I mean, who could forget Griffey hitting the ball off the warehouse in the home run derby? But always when shots are framed, you see that building, you know exactly where you are. Oriole Park. And there's two away.
And when teams started building sort of state-of-the-art ballparks, Baltimore was the first organization to do it up the way that they did. Really created a mold for other organizations to follow when upgrading or building new ballparks.
Man at second. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Mariners finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. One away here in the fifth.
Up next is the catcher,
King digging in. The deficit's manageable, but somebody's got to get it started, Singy.
Yeah, and this guy right here has got the toolbox. Competitiveness, bat to ball, good instincts. Let's see if he opens it up, Boog.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. King in the box now. No balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one ripped, but foul. The M's down to their final strike.
Ball, that's it.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. And that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs.
Hey.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall. King, multi-time All-Star, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Out to short. That's out number 3. Mariners go down quietly there. Still no score. King steps in. Team's still looking for that first run today.
Yeah, this is where leadership shows up. Not just the big swings, but quality at bats. Well, Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to the pitcher, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King.
0 for 3 in this one.
And the 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. Safe at second with nobody out. And that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
So a change being made out at second, and pinch running for the Mariners, Brandon Lockridge getting a little more speed out there. He represents the go-ahead run. 6-5 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, no outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Back now at Oriole Park. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. First pitch misses. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. The 1-1 on the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. And the tying run is on base.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Here's your 1. In the air out towards right center. Alexander has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Mariners.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Runner from third in to score. We're tied at 1.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
King in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get to the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. That one the other way, and that gets down for a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base. So digging in, Cal Raleigh.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The 1-2. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. The Mariners with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. Nice grab. The feed for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
That one fouled off. The 1-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
King with a good game to help lift them to the win. Put together a 3-hit performance.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Taylor King ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Nope. Outside.
Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The 1-1. Softly hit to third. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
King locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a count 1-2. To short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Up next to Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That one not close. Ball 1. Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
He was all over that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
1 out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Here's a 3-0. And they're all loaded up.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
0-2 now. Goes down looking.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. He got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases loaded. That's good pitching right there.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that's the third out. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Braves 1. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. All loaded up. Taylor King, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Up the middle. Oh, a great flip. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, some errors hurt way more than others, right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a tough one to get over, and that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third, Riley. And that is that. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. Mariners on top, 6-1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the 9th. Taylor King digs in now.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at a slider. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And he brings it into the warning track.
Well, I did think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Pushed it all the way back to the warning track.
King with a good game to help lift them to the win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
So up next, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
That's a ball.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 2-run blast. his 64th home run of the season. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Chopped left side, but it kicks foul. And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh with another scorching run of play lately. Here's the pitch, runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. His 36th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Man at first, 1 away. And how about this, Singy? He is the best OPS in the American League. The 0-1. Ground ball, could be 2. Over to Bichette. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 7 and the Braves 1. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So 2 down. Taylor King getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That's in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mariners leave a couple, and they're on top 7-1. So 2 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Foul ball. Rips one to right. And that is that. Mariners are down in order, but they're still on top 7-2. King had a great showing in the win.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. Fastball for a strike. King launched a homer in his most recent game. Now this is a rocket to left. 2 down. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
In the air, right field. Acuna on his way over. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman. The right fielder, Taylor King. Here we go now, Bray.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Harris on the move. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Number 12, Josh Naylor.
King digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives him a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
You'll one. High fly ball, right field. Acuna on his way over. He makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's now 12-2.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in.
King could have done a bit more to help them out.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Taylor King is putting together an MVP-type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. Oh, 1 down. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Home run number 65 on the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And that drops in for a strike. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. Off the base of the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Cal Raleigh digs in now.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel him.
Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're only swinging at pitches inside the zone. Chasing hasn't been an issue at all. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. League average right now, somewhere around 30%.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cross gets under it, brings it in, and there's one away.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Here we go, King.
King, multi-time All-Star, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. And that's in there at the knees. Softly hit to third. Garcia gets him easily, ends the inning. Mariners go down quietly there as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. He's already homered here in this one. Edge of his zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
In the air to left center. Bader has a beat on it. 2 away now.
Up next to the Mariners, the catcher.
King had a sensational showing in the win.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Come on, King. MVP.
King matched a homer in his last game. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Batting first, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners,
King, a former All-Star, 24 years old. He's a former American League MVP. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Chopped on the ground. Witt. Off balance speed. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Whoa, that's down.
Next pitch is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Gone. A 2-run homer, his 66th home run of the season, and now they're out in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now the right fielder, Taylor King. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Fastball is outside. Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right through there for a strike. Here's a 1-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His 67th home run of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 5-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark. Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
Taylor King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. King matched a couple of homers in his last game. In there for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. And it is gone. A 2-run blast. That's career homer number 149. His 68th homer of the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
2 on, 2 outs.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Two on, 2 outs. Hard liner. Bader racing after it. Reaching for it and brings it in. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mariners 3 and the Royals nothing.
Up next for the Mariners, the right
King
fielder,
went off for 2 homers in his last game. And that's way high. Ball 1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. That one's in there. And 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Called strike 3. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. One out. Runner at second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. King leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now a pop-up on the infield. Garcia settles underneath it. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Dominic Canzone getting ready to hit. In the air to left center, and that's the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Mariners 4 and the Royals nothing. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. He's already homered in this game. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off.
Ball in.
Fastball almost got him there. And they'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Josh Naylor. The 0-2. On the ground. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And a payoff pitch. That's ripped to right down the line. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic Canzone.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Dominic Canzone, the next to hit.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. King was a big contributor for them in the win. Put together 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. King with a homer in his last game. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one.
Too high. Ball. Hey!
This one in the air right field. And that is foul. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His 150th career homer, his 69th homer of the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 150th career home run.
Man, Boog, 150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, that's a lot of trotting.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
In there at the knees. Man at second.
Nope. Outside.
That's ripped. Base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. This one smoked on its way out of here. A three-run shot, his 38th of the year, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Second and third, one away. King went deep in his most recent game. That clips the corner. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And the 0-2. That one almost got him. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher,
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that'll load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
So up next, Julio Rodriguez.
Ball 4, take the base.
Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. King launched a homer in his most recent game. High fly ball right field. Freeland on his way over, takes it in for the out.
up next for the Mariners.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. So digging in, Cal Raleigh. Runner on the go, and they're all loaded up.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Julio Rodriguez. King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
Well, Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. We got this.
Yep, we got this.
Let's do it.
We're here in Seattle, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton, Taylor King riding a power surge coming into this one. Chris, he's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
One down. Taylor King digs in now. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. King wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Merrill in position, 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, up next for the Mariners.
King, a former rookie of the year, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Josh Naylor. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's game.
King came up with 4 hits in his last game. In the air, left field. Tavares running hard to get it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And if you're in the opposing dugout, that's a sigh of relief. He's been a nightmare at the plate. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Hard hit left side. Over to Lowe. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12,
King did not have a banner showing in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. Raleigh aboard here at first with nobody out. Rip to third. On to Cronenworth. On to Lowe. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Bottom of the inning, Taylor King. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Not just far, but loud, Singy. Everything seems to jump off his bat.
Yeah, Boog, when he connects, the ballpark turns into a souvenir shop. That home run total just keeps on climbing. What did Eric Young used to say? Souvenir City.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The first baseman, number 12.
And now it's Josh Naylor.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
The 1-2. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground to first. Fired to second. And 2. What a play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. That's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Josh Naylor.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Man at second. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throws to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. The 1-1. Swing and a bouncer. Not in time. He's safe.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Romy Gonzalez up next for the Mariners. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that'll load the bases.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at-bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and the infield fly rule called.
The batter number 4. Shortstop, Jeremy.
Next to hit, Jeremy Pena. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The 0-1. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Out of here. Grand slam. His 18th home run of the season, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 6-3.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
King in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Out towards right center field. Tatis on the move to the gap. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with 1.
King did a good job in the win.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
One down. Stepping in, Taylor King.
No, down.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Check swing. He went. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, and foul ball. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Home run number 70 on the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
There's a strike. Line drive. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Ball four, take the base.
King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance singing.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carrying well. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Man at second. Gets to it with a slide.
You're here.
And they get the out. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
And now Dominic Canzone.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home.
King went deep in this one and matched Mark McGwire with his 70th home run of the year. Incredible.
Well, that's exactly the word for it, Boog. Incredible. And he might not be done yet. We could see him break the record if everything goes right. What a year it's been.